Hey guys, what's happening? Richard here. So apparently YouTube doesn't like my theme song anymore. I don't really know why. I think it's kind of catchy myself. But the sad fact is, I can't use it anymore. I'm sorry. But that doesn't mean I won't have a theme song. Now, I'm not necessarily musically talented, so I brought a friend to help me out. This is my friend Joe. Joe, you ready to help me with my new theme song?
I thought you were making me dinner.
No! We're making music together. Let's do this. Alright, let's go. Welcome to Comics. It's time to...
Comics, baby. Oh yeah.
Get out of my house! Hey guys, what's happening? Sorry about that. I had to kick my friend out because that was just terrible music. So it is Friday, y'all, and you know what that means. It's time once again for Comics Friday! So for this Comics Friday, what I've decided to do to celebrate the release of Kick-Ass 2, I'm going to review the movie itself. Ladies and gentlemen, here is my review of Kick-Ass 2. So Kick-Ass 2, the sequel to the much beloved Kick-Ass 1, it's set some years after the first film, and we see our characters are a lot much older now. And it seems Kick-Ass has inspired a ton of people out there to dress up as superheroes and fight crime just as Kick-Ass used to do. So intrigued by this idea and wanting to get back into that green wetsuit that we all love, Kick-Ass decides to join up with some of these new superheroes and form a Avengers-like superhero team to help the community called Justice Forever. But little do these superheroes know that there is a supervillain on the rise who goes by the name of the Motherfucker. Yeah, I probably should have put somewhat of a disclaimer before this video that it's gonna get pretty R-rated, but mainly because of that. So the Motherfucker is fueled by pure revenge against Kick-Ass and decides to form his own team of really messed up supervillains to try and kill Kick-Ass and all the other heroes that fights with him. So as I said, I am a massive fan of the first Kick-Ass movie. I love it. I mean, yeah, it's violent and funny and controversial, a lot of that fun stuff. But you know, the real heart of Kick-Ass is that it's kind of a satirical, witty, out-of-the-box kind of look at the superhero genre while also being a love letter to the superhero genre without actually being a superhero movie per se. And that plus just the great witty comedy and the great, you know, over-the-top violence that just didn't go too much but was just right. And just the simple idea of having a sequel, especially with that little tease we had at the very end of the first Kick-Ass, really was exciting. And now we finally have Kick-Ass 2. But to be honest, I didn't really want it like this. I mean, it was kind of like I ordered this big gourmet steak and they just gave me a big slab of uncooked meat. I'll start with the good in Kick-Ass because even though I was disappointed, there is some stuff to enjoy. For one thing, performances across the board, phenomenal. Everybody did a top-notch job in their roles. Of the returnees, obviously Chloe Grace Moretz is the top dog in this one. She is just spectacular. And of course the newbies were fantastic. Jim Carrey, I mean, he is amazing in the movie. Useless, but amazing. That's probably one of my nitpicky complaints, is that a lot of characters in the movie, I know I said I'd start with the positives, but just let me say this. It seems like a lot of the characters are rather underused or pointless. Another good part in this movie is that even though a lot of the jokes I didn't like in the movie, there are some funny parts in it, a few funny parts. And now for the stuff that I didn't like. I would kind of argue that the Kick-Ass story went from being a satirical, you know, look at the superhero genre to literally just a superhero movie we've seen 1,000 times, just darker. It's kind of like if you would have taken Beetlejuice, made a sequel to Beetlejuice, but just made it like a straightforward, grosser horror film as opposed to the horror comedy the original was. It was just like watching this movie and I'm thinking, I didn't feel like I was watching Kick-Ass. I felt like I was watching just like a superhero movie that was R-rated. And on that note, this movie is incredibly dark, especially for Kick-Ass standards. I mean, Kick-Ass was a dark movie, don't get me wrong, I understand that, but this movie is just way too dark. I mean, they stepped over the line, in my opinion, when they tried to make a rape scene funny. Like, in all seriousness, that's when I thought not only did they step over the line in this movie, they took a bus 5 miles past the line. Also, I have a few nitpicky things, like, you know, some characters were a bit underused and some storylines were a bit overused and they had a lot of stuff going on. I mean, just some nitpicky stuff like that. A lot of the jokes in this movie seem like jokes you would see in like a stupid Adam Sandler type comedy. I mean, there's some genuinely stupid jokes in this movie. In my opinion, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the first movie, it was witty and it was clever and it had those kind of jokes that you can enjoy and you thought were really funny. This movie just had more like gross out kind of jokes and more like shock value kind of jokes, and you know, that's just not how I roll, sister. So overall, Kick-Ass 2, I was genuinely disappointed in this movie. So I'm gonna give Kick-Ass 2 a 2 out of 5. I'm sorry, I might be alone in this opinion, but you know, hey, I'm used to it. I was alone in the Man of Steel opinion. I'm gonna probably be alone in this one too. So that is my review of Kick-Ass 2. In the comment section below, what are your thoughts on Kick-Ass 2? And feel free to disagree with me. I mean, if you liked it, that it got dark, that's fine. And as always, don't forget to like this video, follow Carter and I on Facebook, Twitter, directorscutradio.com, Tumblr, and follow Carter on the Marvel Cinematic Universe channel. Links are all down below. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like what you see, and favorite the video because I like it when you do that. And I will see you guys this Tuesday with a brand new episode of Comics. Later!